Here's your WNEM TV5 News Update.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Colette Boyd. Here's a look at the top stories we're following today. A community is holding a vigil tonight after a teen was killed and another injured during a crash in Clio. It happened around 2:30 Monday afternoon on Field Road. Investigators say the driver lost control on the train tracks. While trying to get control, the car veered to the right and crashed into a tree. People there rescued both of those boys, 16-year-old boys, before the car caught fire. The passenger died and the driver is still in the hospital. Clio High School principal Scott Williams tells us both boys are students at the school and the vigil will be at 8 o'clock at Clio City Park. Well, winning both on and off the ice is the Saginaw Spirit. Just a couple weeks ago, they won the Memorial Cup, and now the Canadian Hockey League, well, they announced alongside the Spirit and Memorial Cup organizing committee that over 190,000 Canadian dollars was raised for several worthy causes. That converts to just over 140,000 US dollars. Of all the funds raised, over 55,000 came to, in part, from the auction of the Spirit's game-worn commemorative jerseys from opening night. How cool is that? $55,000 was awarded to the Royal Canadian Dominion Command Poppy Trust Fund. Well, the 11-year-old who went missing Monday night in Montrose Township has been found. Genesee County 911 posted an update on their Facebook page thanking first responders and community members who helped in that search. Now here's Diane with your First Alert forecast.
We have another hot day setting up for us, and we've had a couple of moments where we've been able to catch a break and find a little bit of relief. However, the sunshine, that's going to be coming back for us. So though this morning we had the cloud cover and it kind of slowed down that warm up, once the sun comes out in the afternoon, that's really going to take off, and these numbers are going to get cooking. This is what we anticipate to find air temperatures into low to mid 90s as we go into the peak heat around 3, 4, 5 o'clock this afternoon. We do have some cooler air from thunderstorms that the models are trying to pick up on. So that's why seeing some 70s towards the thumb may happen a little bit faster than folks further inland where you can still see some of those mid 80s by 8 o'clock. But everybody has actually a chance to cool out a little bit more overnight. Some 60s, still some lower 70s. You can see that 71 there in Flint. But we do have that northeasterly wind that's going to come in tomorrow. That's going to source in a little bit cooler air coming off of the lake. And that's going to keep some of us a little bit more comfortable for tomorrow. So we did pull back the First Alert weather day, because though it will be humid, the impacts will not be as strong as what they have been the last couple of days. So you're going to find highs that are going to be a little bit closer to the mid 80s. You can see, though, the closer you are to the water, some 70s, maybe some 60s. So it is still going to be a warm one, but it's just going to be more of that summer general heat that we're a little more used to. As we go into Friday morning, you can see those 60s. So that's a nice springboard for us. And we still don't really push those 90s as we go into the end of the week here. Mid to upper 80s still going to be possible. Saturday is when those 90s do return. You'll find in the hour by hour for today that we do have some thunderstorms that are going to bubble up. And the heat and humidity, it's the same story that we've been talking about here all week. So as storms start to bubble up, you'll see some of that action a little bit closer to the thumb in Tri-Cities, though everybody, where these storms pop up is very hard to pinpoint and forecast. So we are going to be watching all of mid-Michigan for these storms to come in. Some gusty winds are going to be the main concern and some heavy downpours as well. Once these systems move out overnight, you're going to find that into the morning. We have still some moisture that's hanging off towards our north, so that's going to kind of be riding there, but still bringing us the pop-up potential into the afternoon. And by Friday morning, you can still see we can't totally erase those isolated chances of rainfall. As far as that First Alert 7-day forecast, you can see today is the last First Alert weather day because we do drop down into those 80s. But here comes 90 degrees again on Saturday, where because of that, the heat and humidity going to keep that storm potential in. And still into Sunday, it's going to be a warm and still humid day. And then it's Monday. We finally have that change of pace. 83, some sunshine, finally no more pop-ups. But then we have another system on Tuesday that will first alert you to if need be.
Remember to tune into WNEM TV5 on air and online 24/7 for the latest news, weather, and information.